Caldwell Pope out there with Anthony Davis. And it's McGee in at the 5. And for Orlando, it's Gordon and Isaac teaming up at the forward slots. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Birch in at the center position. James looking around. Kicks it to McGee. The putback. Birch grabs the board. Outside Gordon. Couple teams now, Doris, slumping here in the middle of the season. How can they avoid lengthy cold streaks, the absence of wind?
Yeah, I think this is where veteran leadership can become such an integral part of the success over the course of a long season. This is the point when you start to lose games, you can sort of break apart and splinter, and that is where that veteran leadership in the locker room, just to keep everybody unified, can be so critical.
Here's Fultz, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Pass to Birch. Fultz with the ball. Pass to Fournier. 6 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Gordon. The shot, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
Yeah, and they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
Now, here's Fournier. After the miss from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Fournier finds Gordon. Here's Fultz, covered by LeBron. Now Fultz. 8 points his last outing. Back to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Gordon's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
LeBron passes to Davis. Caldwell-Pope outside. Back to Davis. The 3. No good. Shot missing. The Magic go the other way with it.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. From the inbound, Davis with the block.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Here's Fultz. McGee with the block. Here's Davis. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Fultz, the Magic again can't hit.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Birch. And Davis sends it back. Out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Rondo.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fournier passes to Isaac over Green. The Magic again can't hit. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Portland Trail Blazers.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Here's Fultz following the basket by Anthony Davis. Teardrop shot. McGee with the block. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Green dishes to Davis. Birch grabs the board.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Fournier's shot is off. Green deciding where to go with it. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Gordon. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Markelle Fultz. And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, LeBron. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And James drills them both.
I don't know how often we can say we get to watch a once-in-a-generation talent, but how lucky are we to watch LeBron do his thing?
Now, here's Fultz. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Orlando shooting their first free throw this game.
Evan Fournier.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against 2 of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
Here's Fournier following the basket by Anthony Davis. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. Isaac with the ball. Davis is on it. Fournier's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From 11 feet away, James with the bucket.
Now, this guy can fill it up from anywhere. James is adept at realizing when to take advantage of that mid-range game he possesses.
Now, here's Fultz. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Fournier with the ball, picked up by Davis. Clock at 6. Back to Fultz. From beyond the arc. And Davis sends it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Lakers leading by 3. Now here's James. He's coming off a 31-point game against Portland.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
It's tipped. Here's Birch. The shot comes out, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. James outside from 20 feet out. Good as the jump shot falls. LeBron's got 6 points.
Yeah, LeBron, too many options, too many weapons at his disposal when he runs the pick and roll.
Fournier against Green. Pass to Fultz. To the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. LeBron outside. And the pass to McGee. Trying to get open is Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Green. And Cook subbed in for LeBron. And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Doris, you and I enjoy discussing pure scores, great shooters, but guys that can score a myriad of ways. Give us a couple of names that we don't always hear about that really impress you.
Well, one young man who I think has got an offensive game that is really continuing to grow and is quite beautiful already is Zach LaVine. But probably the best example, Kev, would have to be the multi-time winner of the Six-Man Award, and that's Sweet Lou Williams. This guy can score against any defense. He's great in pick and roll. He has become a better playmaker, but Lou Williams is a problem to guard.
And as people will say, he is a professional scorer.
That's perfect, yes.
You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. In third, the Lakers.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
And Augustine kicks to a 1-2. Ross on the wing. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
And the Lakers with possession here. Following the miss by Mohamed Bamba. And it's Howard finishing it off.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here is Augustine. He had 10 points in the win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Davis. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Davis has got 13.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And here's Augustine. No points in the game yet for him. Ross with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Shot clock at 3. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Well, you love the show of aggressiveness right there from Mo Bamba. You want to get physical with me? I'm going to score it on the interior.
Kuzma outside. Davis down low. Guarded by Augustine. Bamba with the block. Here's a 1-2, and he goes in for the dunk.
DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
To the left wing. Caruso looking for an opening. The teardrop falls in, and the Lakers lead by 8.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Augustine with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Bamba finds Ross. To the right side. Here's a 1-2. Dwight Howard grabs the board. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. Got a piece of it. Augustine with the steal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. He's been dominant over the last month. 2nd in blocks, 6th in scoring, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And as you said, 1 rung below the leader in block shots. Tremendous motor. He's simply been destroying opponents in the lane. First free throw is good. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of Angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Both free throws good from Augustine. Doris, one of the biggest free agent signings in years. LeBron James going to the Lakers. What did you think of his first season with LA?
Well, when you're LeBron James, perhaps no athlete in the history of the NBA has borne the weight of expectation as much as LeBron. So if there's anything short of a playoff appearance, there's disappointment. But what I would say is, through Christmas Day and his first real injury that he had to endure, LeBron was playing like an MVP. We are talking about one of the greatest to ever do it. I expect them to turn things around in Lakerland this year.
I agree with you, and I agree on your prediction. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. 1:10 left here in the opening quarter. And Bamba with the basket on the assist by Augustine.
I'll tell you, the next step for Mo Bamba will be more muscle, but he finishes through contact right there.
Kuzma outside. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Lakers lead by 8.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Now Augustine. Pass to Ross. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Caruso. Back to Cook. Pass to Caruso. Kuzma with it. He's guarded by Ross. Lets it go from 11. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now here is Augustine to the inside. And stolen by Kuzma. 1 second left. No good there. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Rajon Rondo. Anthony Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Howard. And it's Caruso in at shooting guard. Now here's Kuzma. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance. Guys, how about the Magic making the playoffs last year for the first time in 7 years? And think about how much qualifying did for their confidence moving forward.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Davis. And talking about that postseason, Orlando ran into a buzzsaw in Kawhi Leonard.
Well, Kawhi was fantastic, and he gave Aaron Gordon and Jonathan Isaac a glimpse into what it's like to operate at a championship level. Sometimes your opponent teaches you how to build on what you have started to begin and formulate in your own organization. The future is bright. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's a 1-2. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Lakers leading by 8. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And they double up Davis. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Lakers now.
Magic foul.
James checked in for Davis.
LeBron James.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's his first foul. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Caruso. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. With the teardrop, and Bamba with the block.
That is a combination of length and defensive instinct. Send it back, Mo Bamba.
Wandu passes to Augustine. Frazier outside. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's LeBron. He has 6. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Howard kicks to James. Nice form on the 20-footer. James has got 8 points.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Augustine against James. Over to the left wing. Wandu passes to Gordon. Bamba trying to break free. That one's not going to go. Good D by Rondo.
And they continue to control the glass.
The strength of LeBron is something that is never going to go away, and it will always allow him to finish plays like that. You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Alex Caruso.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, James. And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
Outside Rondo. Dishes to James. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Fultz. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Green against Fournier. Over Green. Hope they get it back. Off target from the wing. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 10-point game.
This is where the defense says, uh-oh, because LeBron James is cooking.
For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. There's the pass to Fultz. Here's Birch. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lakers leading by 10. Pass to Howard. He dishes it to James. Fournier pulls it down. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Isaac misses. The Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and towards the end, I think they were clearly able to establish just a bit of control. But the game went back and forth with a ton of lead change.
Everybody fall off. Handle life all black like a Batman. Dribble too much. Who is that, man? Put your name and your angles on a hashtag. This too easy, it's like shooting on a trash can. Watch.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. We get a moment now to view the league's stingiest defenses. The Magic in second. Fourth spot held by the Lakers.
And we're getting to watch two of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
Fultz looking around. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. To the paint. And Green with the basket on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers. The Magic have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Passes to Fournier. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Fultz kicks to Fournier. Goes up at the stripe. The Magic again can't hit.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Frazier. Another miss by Orlando. Lakers leading by 18. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Frazier covering. Outside Rondo. Back to James. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Now here's Fultz. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Evan Fournier proving adept right in that instance of making the defense bite and put him at the free throw line.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
I think what we're seeing from Evan Fournier is this guy is a terrific young player who's willing to do a little bit of everything.
Ross is checked in for Frazier. Quinn Cook's checked in for Los Angeles. And so Fournier nails both of them.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Caldwell Pope outside. There's the dish to James. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
One shot.
That's his second personal.
Well, you think about the solid first year Steve Clifford had coaching the Orlando Magic. This team had a solid season with a great leap on the defensive end of the floor. Clifford once again showing he is a great defensive mind in the NBA coaching ranks.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And with Clifford and the defense, he's excelled in that area his whole career.
Well, think back at both stops in Charlotte and Orlando. His teams have been really solid on the defensive end of the floor. They limit turnovers and second chance points, get back in transition, build the wall. It's becoming his calling card as a coach, guys.
Now here's Ross. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to McGee. Fires the three. And it's LeBron James with the three. James has got 22.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
The Magic again can't hit. And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. And it's McGee atop the key. On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Fournier. Here's McGee, and he uses the glass on the layup. McGee's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And here's Fultz, the pass to Ross. To halt the run, here's Isaac. Can't hit that one. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Los Angeles leading by 23 and finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron James will inflict pain at the rim when he gets free like that.
Fultz with the ball. Pass to Isaac. Over Cook. From the left block, he sends it through.
Well, this guy knows it's his role to get his guys going. Fultz doing a nice job moving the ball.
Cook, the pass to McGee. Back to Cook. Floats it up for James.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Orlando's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Deep two from Ross. Here's Birch. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And part of the reason they're down is that they haven't been as strong in the paint here in the second.
For Orlando, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Green. Lakers leading by 22. Here is Cook. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Wandu passes to Ross.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Three-pointer Augustine. The shot off that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. To the middle. Here's LeBron. And James throws it down.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
1:36 left in the first half of the game. Birch kicks to Ross. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He's missed everything he's taken in this quarter, and it's making it very difficult for them to come back.
And a career high in scoring, Doris, for Terrence Ross last season.
Boy, he thrived in the instant offense role off the bench. This guy unleashed into an aggressive, assertive, shot-hunting scorer. What a season he had.
Now here is Augustine. Passes it to Ross. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Caldwell Pope's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Ross, pass to Augustine. The pass to Awandu. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Kuzma. Almost, but it rolls out.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. No good from Ross.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
LeBron James, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, LeBron. So it's both teams making substitutions here. No good on the second free throw. Here's Awandu. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 29 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. There was a lot to like about his first 2 quarters in this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What's clear so far is LeBron's combination of power and athleticism is still largely unmatched. Whether he's operating with the back to the basket, driving, in transition, his physical superiority usually wins out.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. If they're serious about cutting through the deficit, it's gut check time. Ugh. You hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. Ugh. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Ugh. Gut check time, Ernie.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Fournier and Gordon on the wings. Then there's Jonathan Isaac, and there's Fultz, and it's Birch in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now here's Gordon, Fournier for 3, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Fournier's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Magic. Down low, Caldwell Pope. Orlando grabs the miss. Gordon's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, at 6'7", Fournier shows some hops, the impressive vertical to finish that dunk.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. He kicks to Davis. Caldwell Pope outside. James outside. Outside for Davis. And the Lakers get it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Fultz the pass to Fournier. Inside, Isaac. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
LeBron passes to McGee. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Orlando. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Caldwell Pope against Fournier. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
LeBron outside. Green passes to LeBron. 2 points. That one goes. LeBron's got 31.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Birch kicks to Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Knocked away and stolen by James. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Caldwell Pope's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
They get a hand on it, Fournier. And just miss after miss right now.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Shot from free throw range, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
What a polished offensive game. Fournier cashing in from the mid-range.
Outside, Green. Over Fultz. Green, no luck. The Magic have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Doris, 4 years and $76 million for Aaron Gordon. Good money if you can get it.
No doubt, Kevin. And in today's NBA, Aaron Gordon is well worth it. This guy is on the upswing of his career. He's got plenty of room for growth. Tremendous athlete and getting more and more skilled.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Gordon. And all-star ambitions for sure for Aaron Gordon. Shooting for all defense, too. Doris, how does he get there?
I think he has the ability, Kevin. He has improved as a scorer, particularly at the free throw line. And for a player with his burst, he should live at the free throw line. There is so much to like about Aaron Gordon's game.
And both free throws good for Gordon.
To me, Aaron Gordon has all the tools you'd want from a player on the rise. Very good establishing chemistry with his teammates, and all the necessary attributes are there to take a big jump.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 9 points in the game so far, and Davis gets it to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Fultz with the ball. He's covered by Rondo. Fultz the pass to Fournier. That one misses.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And James throws it down.
Just fluidity that LeBron plays with. His ability to change direction on a drive so quickly. Incredible.
Poked loose. Rondo with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Makes it off the glass.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Fultz after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Goes back up, and Rondo sends it back.
Well, you forget sometimes how much of an impact Rondo can have defensively there, showing off some superb vertical as he goes up for the block.
Now here's Fultz after LeBron James's miss. Now here's Fultz. Passes to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
Now here's James. He has 35. And the dunk by James.
He plays with such an aggressive attitude. Even a sliver of daylight gets him to the rim.
Fultz kicks to Fournier. Here's Gordon. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 20-6 run. Rebounded by Isaac. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the inside. And it's Gordon missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Augustine comes in for Fultz. The Lakers also with a sub. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Danny Green. Here's Fournier. Softly drops in the floater. Fournier's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, Fournier pulling out the floater in that instance, the perfect opportunity to display that aspect of his game.
Outside for Davis, but 3. That doesn't go either for Davis.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fournier passes to Bamba. Frazier outside. Back to Bamba. Shot clock at 6. Basket counts. Bamba's got 6.
Well, Mo Bamba, if he gets that kind of position, turn the lights out.
Kuzma outside. Left side, Davis. Over Bamba. But he stays with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for him.
And rim protecting is an area where he's come a long way over these past few seasons. You can see the increase in blocks over that time. He is a fearsome defender inside, and teams are thinking twice about bringing the ball into the paint when he's on the floor.
Free throw good, Davis.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Owundu's checked in, and it's Ross in for Fournier. Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Rajon Rondo. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Magic have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Pass to Ross. And here is Bamba. Back to Ross. To the left side wing. Near the three-point line, it's Augustine. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kuzma, right side. Orlando grabs the miss. Bamba's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here's Augustine. And Davis sends it back. Kuzma outside. And Kuzma slams it in.
And got to be aware of Kuzma, especially with how he attacks there off the dribble.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here is Augustine. And there's the pass to Gordon. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard at his best, sending it back.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Davis. Over Augustine. No good off the back of the rim. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the paint. Can they get it? And the bucket is good from Ross indeed. Ross has got his 2nd basket.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Tipped away. Augustine with the steal. Passes it to Ross. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, this guy's going to find his way to get the ball in the bucket. Contact or not, Terrence Ross can flat score the basketball.
The Magic haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. The Lakers making a switch here. Cook's checked in.
One shot.
That free throw good from Ross. 1:06 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here is Cook. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Bamba pulls it down. The Magic shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the 3rd quarter. Owundu kicks to Augustine. Six on the shot clock. Bamba passes to Owundu. Tries again. And Bamba with the lay-in. Bamba's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Kuzma passes to Davis. Ross with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Augustine. Great D that time from Davis. Here's Caruso. And that time, also a missed shot. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Ran up on him. I ain't said anything.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Jared Dudley out there with Howard. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. Well, remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Here is Cook, covered by Maggette. And it's Cook missing.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
That's his second personal foul. At the line, shooting 2. Josh Maggette.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Maggette.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. And so he hits both. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is. Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Kept alive, knocks it loose. Here's Horton Tucker, covered by Bamba. Horton Tucker, the pass to McGee. Pass to Caruso. Here is Cook. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Frazier, he's checked in for Ross. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now, here is Maggette. He's guarded closely. Stolen by McGee. Here's Horton Tucker. And the pass to Caruso. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. Here is Cook. Bamba with the block. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Some changes for the Lakers. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cook. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Just 2 to shoot. Yep, that one goes in there. The Magic shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bamba against McGee. Now, here's Bamba. He's guarded closely. 5 on the clock. Johnson, the pass to Jefferson. Fires from 18. The Magic again can't hit. The Lakers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. First, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said. And he sinks the second.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Frazier dishes to Bamba. Rebound the Lakers. Here's Horton Tucker. Lays it up off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it's the Magic with the ball. After the basket by the Lakers, McGee with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Magic ball.
The Magic shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Johnson with the bounce pass. Left side Jefferson. And it comes off the front of the rim. Lakers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. He lobs it up, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now here's Frazier. Here's Bamba. McGee with the block. Daniels with it. Some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the line, shooting 2. Melvin Frazier.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Frazier. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner 3, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
Frazier outside. Pass to Bamba. Got a piece of it. Back to Frazier. 6 to shoot. Over Daniels. A nice shot by Frazier.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you. And you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. Now here's Johnson. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Johnson attacking. McGee with the block. To the wing on the left. Lakers working the ball around now. Now Daniels, right side Rondo. Here's the floater. Now here is Maggette. Kicks to Frazier. Unloads from 13. That one wide left. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. And here's Daniels. Pass to McGee. Dishes it to Rondo. Sweet little floater.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Now here is Maggette. Frazier outside. Out to the wing. Jefferson against Dudley. Johnson left side. And no good that time.
Well, you got to think better of that next time. He had little to no chance of conversion.
Pass to McGee. Back to Rondo. Now the pass to McGee. Outside Rondo. With the floater. That one, no good. Nice D from Frazier. And the Magic shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for Rajon Rondo. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Howard. Back to Cook. Howard in the post. Heaves against Bamba. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
And he can't get the first one. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
He hits the second from the line.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back nine of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night.
Now here's Frazier.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Over Daniels. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
At the line, shooting 2. Melvin Frazier.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Pass to Howard. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Well, because of his frame, Dwight Howard is so problematic for the defense, gets to the foul line.
Two shot.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. So it's Orlando now. Frazier outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
At the line, shooting two. Melvin Frazier.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Frazier. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. The Magic shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. There's a minute left to play in the final quarter. Johnson inside. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Howard. Passes it to Horton Tucker. Back to Cook. Five to shoot. Here's Howard. Shoots over Bamba. A nice shot by Howard.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Here is Frazier, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Jefferson kicks to Bamba. Here is Frazier, pass to Maggette. Outside Jefferson.